station. Online, digital, and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot. The music is hot.
Baba.
Well, 16 minutes after 3. It's here for me, Mama Kwaba Strong Code, but Peace 104.3 Entertainment Review. Mrenaso. Sene ya debi ya me kana no wusi efika mu amen worry cry. Me say Facebook no ya son live. Sasa na YouTube no, so we are live and in charge. aha yaji bebiafa en commodity o ma didia na so hanka na headquarters no warriors here and the 29th of May and yawada na chese bosumi na bawie ya ne sa weekend ya manfo botombe de na ya kan hunu sa wo ka bia obetua o mesrewa eni sika ni na o minimpa se sika no krenya medu you grandma for start atoto be wehu e ka bia wo de ni ade sika ni beto wo botoma kwakam na urafi abotre Messi na the highway ni so ya sheshe baby a wo be fa bia din ba ko pe na wote na just say for me kasa na matina se ehu sa me boni sha kra say some shisha da kem some shisha suma se kasa yeah baba chichin komo mapam for aye crowd Socrates safo agina konya sanso na demugo so atenase emi say chrome has say yi scam eko yi Burkina Faso betwe mu ko Togo be sin fight ni na be fa Ghana e chrome ni Ansa kan o se yankan so a obi hye baabi a wo dipone etiefo asema enemi ka chese me ho adwiri mi ami hu baabi a me fa free ene se me gidi ye pa sese ne no wo eye TV achi nam social media ne so ne ade a watene ekoso bebre na eye ewraba kama bi a ye friend no eye Ansa Sansadeli edino no but the adodo na nim see a friend no Dr. and Sansadali aha what said you no ankasa wo boni din na ankasa utumi say yes brofo pani this am vote is the am focus sua brofo na ye ba ye the fire nie so sa na ansakra ansa ne be kwa homa no so ne akwakoji eye adisuade kakra efi eye lawyer Kwame Adofo a oye legal practitioner menka eye revocation letter kakra you see I write to inform you that the President of the Republic has with immediate effect revoked the appointment of Ann Sansadali as a member of the Board of National Health Insurance Authority. The President has nominated Professor Dr. Ernest York to replace her as a member of the board. 2. Kindly take the necessary steps to facilitate the swearing in of Professor Dr. Ernest York accordingly. 3. Please accept the assurances of the highest consideration of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. We so no a year Office of the President's Secretary and an signature a year day edas ye kama. Just appointment near the man no ya terminate. Nadia hu kese baako pa ne se abayiwe ya ye kana asemi metumi aka ne se no ye TV personality ana no oti TV so a wono ankasa woni show a ye friend no Health and Life with Dr. Ann Sansadali na chese wo kire apomudin munsem health issues or interview ne panel members wo ba wo ma health advice ni ade. This woman passed herself as a doctor on all fronts. Kotina TV so cry jisho ye yo chese we na manfo busa munsem say na mami ni credentials ye a work ye no credit and you onim say Ghana for investigative journalists ye ni na ye bi amanfo tro letter echo eye school university a was say when ya certificate film eye John Hopkins University amanfo etre enkrata ko ka say ya te say mami bi so ye doctor wa na ye pese ye hwe ye busa school ni say ye pamacho ho mu wo eye bibi e kire say mami aha eno wo ba school ana and any school no so a respond e catch me say oh yeah very sorry na ye ni eye fa obia wo mami we hu che say oni e system ni oni mu ye ni mu no asem we started say pie ni ti no na eye ne legal team so better key stands be e de eye document ni certificate bi betutu dwa e be che say oh ono was certificate from America Board of Family Medicine o call eye health care juma mu a wa ye bia che say ne certificate o mo de betu ho ni na ye ko hwe mu na ni na eye fake Now we know ye share legality so we beka say we impersonation me hu say social media no so amafo say e was see a chini tumu e was see a jelly no ebi mu say ye fraudulent e die na emra no e kafa wo ye nsua de kakra ye wi a ye beba ya pamfo wo no mo so wo ma ba kire wo madwen ye nkwa homa no so ne ye ne eye lawyer Kwame Adofo a o ye legal practitioner entwetwe nkomo wo wa homa no so ye bema na kwa ba Mr. Adolfo Mpacho me kai ma kwa about the entertainment review so. Hello?
Yeah, what do you make?
Me pacho I me ton kai ma kwa about the entertainment review so.
Yeah, me that.
Okay. Lawyer na dey ba waso ye na chese enkomo a ekoso eye about Era and Sansadali ena ene ye pesi ye gi eye knowledge kakra efa the legalities of this issue. The kind say will be ebefa to ne ho say wo ye doctor na sebio wo hye a doctor phone tare edi eye a doctor phone ye ma wo mudi ye adwuma egugu ne kon mu ni ade ade e pass on several platforms eso say oye medical doctor wako school ewo John Hopkins University any certificate ahodo was say wagege under the title of a doctor no dog me pacho we no ye nim say legalities ni ye fe bibi impersonation falsifying documents ni ade ade ye say wache mu kakra wo ho no
any about my men shall be on me chair or chief for say voice ni okay
pacho I voice ni okay etonka
and say a dean doctor no per se no and any offense name no so ka say wo qualifications as a doctor that is where the problem starts now you will be a friend that say university qualification and a certificate of achievement so ka say wo not a 10,000 wouldn't be that is an offense. You find my example. You find so be a lawyer. I have the basic qualification is a SO degree in law. Answer na wako makola and the rest. If you say you are a lawyer and you don't have a basic degree in law, you have committed an offense. Now, one already you know. What do you say? What approval certificates, any other documents, I should say, or degree in medicine. And I just have
never try.
Aha. That if it turns out say the documents are false, sir, they were charged with possession of forged documents under the Crimes and Other Offences Act in Ghana. No. It's an offense to possess forged documents. Now, say ukra sa forged documents here. The question is, do you know say a forge and answer a forge? Or by way, what say you sa documents no? I put no say where a doctor need. I put photos of the documents. I put photos of herself with doctor for you know the two no.
Aye.
It's not that she knows, say, the document she's using, no, it's not hers. And I say, if it's proven, say, the document is not hers or it's forged, then she'll be charged with a very serious offense of possession of forged documents. Between Amanako prison. There are other offenses. What presented a forged document to mislead a public officer. Because we suspect to say, one man appointment, no man to deceive you by. In the CV, no, but indicates that we're a medical doctor from John Hopkins University and the rest. And that means that we're misleading a public officer in getting an appointment. So there's also another charge. And they can look at the Crimes and Other Offences Act. Are charging her with several offenses, beginning from the fact that she's in possession of a forged document. Meaning, that's how it will start.
Okay. Na doc say o ka say na o ka say ye be charge no Mr. Me busa for the purposes of education no why ne be charge no would it be the state against her and now saying on her ATM?
Immediately the police must go and arrest her. The CID must go and arrest her. Once they arrest her, they will then investigate formally. He said, "Yeah, who know internationally?
Akwa speculations.
Aha. Formally, they will write to the universities. I will claim say, I want to for confirmation. It is a confirmation. In fact, 1 year duly conferred with those degrees, they will charge her with possession of forged documents. I found all the use of that document here now. And it's with my charging of various offenses, said deceit of public officers, associate offense, and so on. In the police before there's so much to say. Segana no Obano that's what Ghana had here. The first thing I said police for there's so much no chino. Because yes, what about TV in our shows in potential, she's putting people's life at risk. Claiming so a doctor, about your prescription near their when she is not qualified. So, the first thing is the police should quickly go and round her up. They are sure that it will not be difficult to find where she is.
Right.
And police will be able to put out alert for her. People will tell her exactly, will tell them exactly where she is. Now, I'm going to pick it up. I'm picking it up not through interrogation, no, but confirm certificates, no. Some of the certificates, if it's proven it's false as we are hearing, then they will start with charging her with possession of forged documents. And then the other charges will also follow.
Okay. Now, dog, say, Obinsu to me, I find a hunka say, me a medical doctor. Na apart from certificate I can say what friend who saw a medical doctor na wakwa TV television show what so looking at how sensitive that industry, which is the health industry, is with the kind of issues it comes along and how people put trust in people they see on screens. Na we share will be a wakwa now so a medical doctor na e be a wo tufu warmer advice say a draw way and far way menye say and no so no a crime and so no angasa kwakwa our friend who medical doctor wakwa TV show our friend who saw a medical doctor.
Yes, and I'm saying the police even advice itself is critical. As a lawyer, need now all my advice. Who make negligent advisor, a bit more are risky potential people in danger. The same way, or more so, when you're a medical doctor. Wrong advisor, people may end up dying. It is a principle of family. They can review her videos, someone play back to her, and they can charge her with all those offenses. I'm saying, we're on one count, about several counts. The YBA, TV so misleading and deceptive conduct, deceiving people, say, well, doctor, and also is an offense. I continue public TV, so my advice. Dangerous advice. People may have died by listening to her. Believe me, say we're a qualified medical doctor. Or microphobic advice from area, they are dead. So they can charge her with all sorts of and I'll say the beginning here, you start with the possession of the document itself. And on that, a trigger BBR and what did the and that is how the police will probably go.
Okay, now let's look at how she got on the board of the National Health Insurance scheme body. So and say says the police are picking the cry now. Police are finding the guilty. That is, if she's found guilty of all these accusations. Can the board itself, another institution, NHIS, can they also take her on? And I said they had to do due diligence before putting her on as a board.
The answer is no. NHI will have no cause and a locus in the sense that Omono president the constitution is our body. Now president, so as we all know, the president cannot be everywhere to constitute everybody. And there are some individuals here. The president doesn't even know who they are. And very likely that they were recommended to Jubilee House.
Right.
And very likely say, Minister of Health. And if you're bidding more, almost every Minister of Health say, okay, we are going to consider this board. Bring potential people away and crop for. And we'll be the Obano, CVN, and the Koye. So, the board itself will not have any looks in this matter.
Okay.
It's more criminal.
Okay. So that means that when you know ejina eye opposed for afam. Say one will be take the lady on and investigate to find out if indeed say asema enam intentan fidie so no krebi woma.
Yes, and Ghana so no. You know say BBI are connected to politics. Politicians, you know, would they be likely to make sure that she faces justice or not? Ubo grano be and at the Kotoso. It's only a con interest said the woman will be left off. And yet simple as only the police officer doing their job. The politicians may also want to
shield her.
And make sure say or connections with the politicians, big men. They may want to go and make the case a police case. So on the make But aside of political interference, you know, the woman is facing very serious charges.
Okay. Now, Mr. Adolfo, yembeshe eye amanonen so. Some of these schools are all kase ohono core school, i.e. the John Hopkins School of Medicine, ewo USA, a concerned citizen netron krata koho, eko busana sese aso asimesi and sansadali, aha ena oye de oko school ana, aha no beji ni medical degree ana se de no. Can these institutions equally take care on abroad?
Well, look, it depends. If the woman has any connection to the country we are talking about. Obi or Ibia, or certainly any resident or Abia or Coco Deep, Ibina or didn't answer quite a number. They may want to take, but it depends on the level of deceit. We cannot deceive America, and in that case, they will have an interest.
Yeah, because one of the issues that also came up in videos as circulating social media allegedly, you know, and it say there were some officers wafa a year almost sign post and now editing or the onuni dino atoso. And you know, akwa yes be a office ye well farm wellness center. No akwa dane na ye no Dali Wellness Center. What am I saying? Ne be a watch video chess or no ne office near or no ne office and or host near the other. So and also so nemrano a DNA kafa.
The country may charge her with their own offense or office or committee in their country. So and I can say the seat of public office, for example, every country has their own way of charging people with different forms of offenses. In some countries, I'm called misleading and deceptive conduct. Country be different. And this America for fee say conduct in to the attention. It hasn't gone to the attention of the authorities there. They may want to investigate and see if they can charge her with some offenses.
Okay. Mr. Adolfo, yedase say ja ye frɛ wo watumi acheche nyememu ama yate ase yedase bebre. Okay. Lawyer Adolfo, lawyer Kwame Adolfo, a legal practitioner, and ne twetwe nkomo a chese wa cheche in semani so concerning the legal implications of Anne Sansadali and komoya etwa social media ni so me ye sure say won so no utie bi pa. Utie bia won so no waso egusua kama ya ba be hwe wo madwen kire so one of the things say na manfo bebre na e kire mu say ade e serious pa de kire say for somebody to maneuver and now obefa kwamwe play as a doctor for all these years ayenche no na watumi e dia ba betena the National Health Insurance Scheme Board so no a very big issue. Na yet to krom ha na brantie bi ba say Abrantie bi ba say a friend of Dr. UN. One so ba ye betri Ghana for di yes wa organize awards my musicians kuku dama wo krom ha chese yen form yen si wo mo form. Etwi wo mu ni na kogu hotel bi se wo ma award de cap hye wo mo nsa. Na chese ye musicians yi call ya wo mo kwaji awo ye to krom ha na see you enu no ekosi sen. Ye wa na brantie bi ubekai time ye tonton fever yi bebo Ghana ha obi a me ye makeupaton me ye singaton me ye cookaton me ye say mokai tie for mokai pa aha abrantie bi be PM I was here friend of doctor or see a friend of Chef Smith aha she say doctor no kra do so say ye hu see e free obi doctor kra was here yam to me hye asem krani Chef Smith so ba ya wono so se wakoye kukaton yima ya appointing Guinness Book of Records a hwene say we see him mu hani na wono na watumi agina ne nan so anwe aduane ache na chese that time na ye one Hilda Basio one Nigeria na wa ye and another chef bi na ono so India edi na me refika ka waba betu omu na ma waba betena so boy yi be ye press conference krom ha mo guy and so this thing has become a pertinent issue. Just say abeya dia and we say ye because how do people get away with these kind of things? Obi so a doctor or TV so and then bebre ye fie mu bebre wo bet so radio be so TV obi so a doctor was ayare ebi wo kra wo ti ayare no wo mo bone kra wo mu hu bo na so se sa ayare no wo hu aduru na ya ka na eja yen mo aye wo fie yen so ye ti asem a yen pemu ahwehwe pemu no kra ne ye di akire na ne yakogu omaso ye na eduro bi a ye to de asa ye ho yare bibia ne enum akoyemu se ma ye yare o se ma ye kidney fellow say dey o yanim so long as oni pane so ye doctor nintino eno kwa keke no is enough for us mama studio ha na me mama pam for akwaba JB boko yeah bibia boko me mama akwaba so great bibia boko ye de nyame ase so great asemi mama sha semfi ho asemi ababa ye asem kese ene I think say on all the morning shows and everything on social media everywhere is about this particular issue. I think said the amana babe hu bebre is how this woman was actually a TV personality, sat on TV for a long time, and now a health show. And no uncle so was a but a year one of the sensitive parts and aspects of our healthcare system, which is the National Health Insurance Scheme. You didn't know about so as a board member. As a board member, ni minim say futuo ben womodo ode ba be mo with somebody because share a year and therefore share the list of people la one more ewa board neswa. These are not people that are we can say will be our nimne you. Mame mubwedi ni nchemo na muhu the caliber and quality of people like yedi omo atu board yisu because this is, like I said again, a sensitive part of our healthcare system. Now, appointment of members of the governing board of the National Health Insurance Authority. 1. A chairperson, Lawrence Ni Okante Ajete. 2. One representative of the Ministry of Health, not below the rank of a director, Dr. Koku Awono Williams. One representative of the Ministry of Finance, not below the rank of the director, Dr. Al-Hassan Idrisu. 4. One representative of the Ministry of Social Welfare, not below the rank of a director, Francisca Atuluk. 5. One representative of Ghana Health Service, not below the rank of director, Professor Samuel Kaba. A representative of the National Insurance Commission, not below the rank of the Deputy Commissioner, Dr. Abiba Zakaria. A representative of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, not below the rank of General Manager, Dr. Benedict Na Hoffman. A representative of the medical and dental profession, Dr. Sadat Bawa. a representative of the pharmacy profession, Dr. David Thete, a representative of the accountancy or finance profession, Muhammad Adamu Ramadan, our sire member of parliament. What was yeba a legal practitioner who has experience in health insurance, Dr. Divine Ndoni. Oba a year 12.1 ohono na nansubi abebata hono. 2 health professionals with expertise in health insurance ohono ena ansansa dalidin wo saaso na eye Dr. Zenato Ajeman Rollins ensudin ewo ho our sire member of parliament. Oba eye the chief executive of the person acting in that office, Dr. Victor Asari. Last but not the least, 2 persons representing members of the National Health Insurance Scheme, one of whom is a woman, Yawo Pius Kwame Inquia, who is also a member of parliament, and Daniela Mavis Abena Matthias. Enti wo hwe eye enkrofo a ya pa wo mo senka wo mo meda board yi so a enye enkrofo ketwa. Uka enkrata ebe wiase yes, the president has also directed that you swear in the new members of the board to enable them commence work immediately. Chese ehu hia sesa enkrofo you know yebe swear mu in na wo ma hye adwuma yase. Na wo hwe after swearing in the ba ya ansa ne ebe hu say ansa dali say nansu bi batan ho ene ye ni fi won ye de Dr. Ernest York ebe a replace no. This is how sensitive this issue is. Who says social media man for managing, but utie peace 104.3 15 minutes after 3 me come pam for na wo mun so omodo imagine chapa so quit.
Meti one lawyer nen komo ne assembly no. I think the topic direction no the crime around it. And I will not like to veer into other areas. I will leave it at the legal person no. Baby odidru no. Education or diama any legal directions ni mo diama ni no. I think say I stand by it. And I would like to wait and see what will come out of nia titi nyina pe nia waka ne say see police for ni niema bemono and na me no ka say nipa bebre wo ha say ora handle issues bebre, and I think this falls part of the ora mandate na meti you know. So I would like to wait and see what will come out of it.
But for you, baby, I would say as a giant in this media industry, na obi say sir to me ko TV so hosty programs in the name of me a doctor me say because ebi ana no kra bi animu anka me sure say sir revoking of appointment and anka because I want to believe say the necessary checks were made before she was appointed as a board member for the NHIS. And see, for where you sit as a media person, and will share what role she played in the media setup, because one of the major parts of Yejuma Yeye is to follow resource persons for information. And health is one, and then the way the move sensitive part of our lives. Chesa wuko fo be say one now one metre wetie for ne wahwefo dia. You should know say this is a person that you hold in high esteem to know say oh there is something about this person ya wodeba wo ba be kire metie fo ne mahwefo ama wo mo so mo fa futu sembi efim patcho dia make cannot say so in as much as yes allegedly until it's proven by the court of law no yen to me say netie but looking at the role she played even ebano ye media mu senia no timu eye na eto saying
well and I make I say based on ebra o ye adwuma ni nyina no na ye nyina no me I have no cause to doubt her but ene abededwa pe nyema ye huhu no me verify what am I saying? Until a court of competent jurisdiction will prove say nia okani nyina no oboa who am I? Nia oka about microphone for mo betnet na radio so ne me. Many a times yet security analyst ni afrobi so a security analyst. Yeah, so I cringe because some of them and some of more are so basic that on the Google your friend is saying crampo no unzu betimi akabi o search Google search be about security advice on certain things mitie bi and some more can no where something so passive and I say this person what is his expertise your friend on the crampo no and if I no ko share no who say security analyst bi nie wa checking the background and na and no other friend is a security analyst ne wa be keka can same be and you know media then so I say based on senior work and the media should also be a bit alert kakra now obe flu bia do your checks about the person and yes we nipa ne buy obe can send your tia ne monso afa media me fani a lawyer ne kan no issues bebre wo mu a I think say see a come, but the direction and the way things are going, I would like to be guided.
Look, I said the way things are going now. How exactly do you mean?
I want to be guided on this issue today. I want to be guided so that I don't.
You don't veer off.
Yes.
Well, but, I mean, you can always share your opinion.
But when I'm guided, I have to be guided.
And being guided doesn't mean you can share your opinion.
Yes, but I have to be guided.
So great na mo say nka no ozi asem we dey on kan ho hwe o twen ama but what if we never see the day where this person will be picked up by the police taken to the court na kwadro we see the bono ye be bono na wakwa yi ano na afi court dey ho azia ka say asemasi kwadu say ne the bono ni na no or you guilty and or you guilty. What if that day never comes? Then what happens?
Then we discuss. When we get there, say I'm mad, then we will discuss it on that direction.
A lot of people are of the opinion say, who call social media and so who can comment near there. A man for feel say, gay baby, I want to me a rapper, I want to me a quakonya position, our board, so that just in the corner she more ding. Not just when you moon crop pa, would yet see and come more quasonia, there is a link mush, papa. So what if that day never comes? And no sano that means to say yang as a crow as media people yet on my not just will be able to me about mama 2 examples Dr. You and Chef Smith any they can we be a yante wasem that means we'll be able to me about baby child.
I believe pass bebre I believe pass bebre but for now dear I'm guided.
Okay Mugu for microphone ne brim
edini de no ane JB Dimogo Mamfa opportunity na mfanchia for ne omo share with social media. Quite unfortunate. Say obi betimi I impersonate to this level. Ye nyina we free will. And into na o mind no. Ye wo judicial side to just make sure say everyone falls in line. So you are free to do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, your constitution and your the penal code. 18 so we be now step it out of line, you will be held accountable or responsible. Now, me no ayana me hodi or more or mudi bonnet. Mean what the bonnet emran wo have between so. But bonnet na would no. Baby I would defy omo ya piki omo say ebia o make sure say what's your doctor you be check your background you be check baby a wunya o degree so what you say so we call America before we apply for a adwuma no you do social security number you run no background checks they have references baby a go school degree certification ni nyina wo ho they will check the background until everyone say nipa na tim drew to end up on a board NHIS Abekwa, they didn't know, say, the certification they could have no, and papa. And one thing I will blame most of us for, say, Ghana for pick they pick based on what they hear and what they see. Obi who so be there, ebi awaya there, and then I told mama no. But we don't make sure say nipa no is he qualified to do at the corner warrior no. Or you say, oh, you don't need an architect, and I say you don't need an engineer. Mason for na year juma no. But architect and engineer no more no. They have the expertise in the field when it comes to building to make sure say those who will be staying there are safe. But we think say we don't need those people. Because when you go that route, you have to pay them. But Mason no your physical job no any yedi any. No, when it comes to the TV, she hosting a show on television no. Ebi our baso, maybe she started from social media. Oma wuso ni mikasa. So the moment she presents and a show say, okay, I want to host a show on your television show. They think say, okay, this will bring numbers. And instead said they going through the right process to make sure say Nipano, who she's posing to be, she's a qualified doctor.
Right.
Ain't like I said, Emrani or her eye ne omo mudi boni bedi. But me no omo edi omo si what say, make sure say Nipana or selected no to be on the board, to be on your television, or they have to be held accountable. Because Dr. UN or so many people, what I say, in terms of it would never stop. But almost ye chi omo kase omo boy ho ban, making sure say encrophoway don't fall through the crack no. Omo na yesi making sure say omo ye omo juma. Manuesi.
Okay, it's here for mami mo eni bi kakra nkyere mo na me ba me mekyere mo. Ne ba ya ye hu say woman yi ne certificate no allegedly then again until proven guilty in John Hopkins University and answer John Hopkins School of Medicine enye ho ena wenya ne certification fee na senia ebia JB kan yes e be hu obi social media na no ne brofo de entini akofa na woman so ano ne brofo de udie mo amunti masuma
want to go back makes you not want to go back because you have to get a card before a doctor sees you no matter how bad your situation is how bad or severe your pain is you have to buy a card. All of these factors, and it makes people don't even want to walk in. So if I'm overly dependent on a specific medication, what advice would you give if I don't have access to health care? What can I do to stop myself from taking these? And even if I have to see a doctor, is there something that comes along with it?
Yeah, I think
Health and Life with Dr. Daly.
Health and Life.
Health and Life with Dr. Daly.
Health and Life with Dr. Daly.
Don't be one of those people who made all the money and are using all the money to pay bills. When you bring it, we'll take it because we're here to take care of you. This is Health and Life with Dr. Daly. My name is Dr. Ann Sansa Daly. This is Health and Life with Dr. Daly. My name is Dr. Ann Sansa Daly. 0800-678-678. And this is the National Suicide Prevention Helpline. It's Health and Life with Dr. Daly.
This is Health and Life with Dr. Daly. Who said your body no? Na chese to me who say na no brofo de edepa. It's rather unfortunate that we find ourselves here. Ene na Socrates. Oh, bibi kana na uka bibi. Oh, yeah, sure. So we ni shika. Na me do microphone. Who kasa we che na me so microphone dia who ni shika.
When na me ne kasa.
When na ne kasa.
Oh.
Esawara. Etie for ye din komo ibesi ya ye be die che na nia ewo ho bia no ye de beba. One of the things that we will briefly also touch on and san ye be sorry so ya ye nua bema kwakumenu what in sembia ba betudwa president say president ye adwuma mom die but ade ba ko no die na busade ba ko a anko person de to president dem say o share social media ne so no share kasakasa ne ade na asa atem die na doso we no be sorry no be fafo na ne ko TikTok dia enye fe kura chese wo do TikTok ho pa na wo hwe se de obi asifa so ne camera ni phone na wasobre na no dissect na ko 360 na da petwei se we panio se we akola ye nhwe na nie ensema sebi mpredua san ensene mfata ni ye ka ni ye di gun ho fi ni ye ka bi ni ye di se wudin na eya na mibusa me ho se enti musa ankrofo na ya mote TikTok ana se social media platform ho na eya na mutumi kika ensema mu oduru na wakane tra mibusa se enti wo no ye aban eto ne safre wana se obi de wo court ne eto safre se bra court na asema abeka be chichima enti wo benya no ye bi na wo de ama sa asem na wo kana na kwakumenu aba besre ye President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama esre say wo hwe senia na temdidie ne niema na dose social media ne so no de na dwinkyire mu a ana se ne papa mu ana wonya yanka President famre bi mra wa ubedidi obi atembia no kwana kodem be wanye yentie kwakumenu nsema wode tudwa na yemra
Ewa Mahama baye no kwase ye the politics to nchaya wo me aka no papa ne boy dwuma wo ye adwuma papa no kre se metu kwanse a me bananti mu se ya na me baaya na menya dollar kakra me ba na mabenane wo ba na dollar ne ye bebre nanso wo ha bia na me check dollar no me hu se me meba no me dollar se be kofom but eye me de ntaya me den se wo Ghana na wo to take it akwa China wo to take it aba US wo to take it akwa other countries ya ana be hu se wo bre sisi a dollar ne ba fom no e ba bua kontofo wona wodi kan kasa de di kan no na de ba ko mesa sere papa ne se wonya mame ene Ghana fo bi e be fo de me kan so because me kasa kire ba dwemba me sere papa John Dramani Mahama se nkonfa mra bi mra se akora bi ana panyi bi etimi di phone sine ho so etwa te se de me twan na okasa wo tumi mu ene ahodi mu se aso wonso obia wo mu obia obehanu wo bia papa John Dramani Mahama ye president yi na wadi na tem sebi na wotumi kasa wa ye kwasea wa ye timi fo no no obehwe mu kura so na nipa kro no sebi o do ono ane gina ho no obehanu obi di camera sine so na wo ye papa afensa ye wura ohene pon kese asantemanyi na wura otumfo na nipa ne timi sebi wote Ghana o woni abrotire na wotumi sine kwasea obehwe no papa despite atem papa Ibrahim Mahama atem ofori support atem da se esikafo na ye ne nim so mabie adwuma man kofo nya biye no when the party me the camera sin so wodi na atem atitru ni abrompon bia sebi wona omufie sebi o yan sada anti won a omuni bua ya reject wo omufie no ye famra bi mehye ba bi kitu abi na se wodi panya tem firi wakoma mu di sofo bia won kan watem panyi bia woni watem o meka wasem na utimi kan kwase agimi fo ne ade a papa wodi atemba ko a wani ya ebema sebi enkwase afo bia wo mbe firim because isa ye mu ade no wo mu ade afadu ma me no papa no matem na mra ne munya den mayen aye so minim se de meken wona wo ye badwemba ye nyansafo ebeti de meken ase obi papa no mu di na tem for nothing onya ohwe ye mamra bi mehye baabi mama refuse attachment
okay kwakumenu nka na moti ye wo trema wo si wonu dia nko nya ye obesre se eye President Mahama nka atemdidie na ya ankrofo didi nkrofo social media no so no udi atemba kwa uje tem ye 1 year eni zanka Ghana phone na besamu eni na me de eni zanka politicians pa na nka wasi ye jeli wo mu ni o because ko tie eye nsembia politicians be to meet na radio so no mo ka for mo opponents ho a eye na sometimes eye asefem JB for microphone na
edini de no ani JB dimogo asem na no waka no ade ne de ye started the ani start free politicians ne so ehọ na eye ye man pani ni fie now the way a kwakumenu kasa na se onim emra no minima de kunti a Ghana hada bia no BBC a na ye de kwose president no president ewo na juma wo ye entini ye wo attorney general so juma wo ye entini when you make statement say obi ye bone a Mr President yen menya Mr President shembra entini se wo ye obi o dim o ye superstar now make this statement and I say oh addition pa because sometimes no more the pressure be to president to may dream one mentiase
they say be a recommendation te be a or recommend it na be an president and be share wo mo shemra ne say ne mo hwe na mo fanya you know just recommending no share democracy na ye issue no ese ma oman ti ase omo nya educated no wo we superstar obe kasa esa wo kan de bi na omoti ase because amanfo breed so wo ma president say adwuma no say he's a commander in chief but obi asi ho say nipa na ye na adwuma on de meche no enti se bi aba attorney general ana esa wo kan asem ana president mi nka say yemfo obi ntum 1 year there's a due process say obi kan asem bi a ye de ne court what you say ni ekodi na asem enti sometimes when statements like this are made baby the fact say young fan targeted the right office. Your president or Juma Bibria or on the mature no. And a social media na ye can on one kasa walk crano. How many atem did Udidi among for atem, even in his statement. Oh, so saying. Send us some working ye. Oh, Nasa atem did and yet Sebe Abuane Kwasian. There are many ways I did the amount for them. If you could play it back, may point out so many things that he said derogatory and as all undermining obi. So what I say, it's kasa. Sometimes you don't even I'm so we want share video sanko share or no dream so Kenya the same. But in a way ebi or no target or more they come straight forward. Ebi asabi abuane kwasiano. But asema wo kano. Usu tia obi na so. So on the mature ye can't send me I make sure say ya prepare when no answer na ya make statement and ya post be online. Manuel. Okay. So great.
Well, I'm say kweku meno the question and any comment should have been say a crime and no maintenance here. Because say ube you be whether a penny or whether a president, public figure and as in the pebiano we yana pe emra kakra na yakenkan na make say ndede Google utimi Google bibia na amount information enye ni nyina na accurate anyway but actually say a defamation is under defamation and
that means amra no hodida
into samra no hodida e bia no president na say nipa na wo ye no na on pese otu ho na mo bi
enti ye na yesua de say bi obi abetwi ne phone na wababegina social media na watchrem say asemasi ana so bentin sebi mpredwasa sebi uye sebio uye kwasia uye say nini na falls under defamation and someone so. can take you on enti enye say ebia ye ka gu hu fi nko ase ebia wakoye say which ebia na ebebe mu no I can take you on ebia akoka say sebio makwako wie obi ade o baby
and as boyfriend be wa Canada
na make us me take you on me de uko emrem me take you on and all of that that's a lot of people know that as defamation. But say who did you be atem say wo se ne kwasia wo se na boa say sebio wo kika nsem fin bi afa ne ho no. I think a lot of people don't know that it's defamation.
Me gidi say pe nyame kan ye no. Me gidi say e ka ho e bia ye nya legal person bia obetimi a kire difference e wo mu. But say ne tie ne de me gidi say e ka ho kakra na makan no. Me gidi say e kan ho e ka ho e ma it falls under it. Yeah.
I think say according to the constitution and as the penal code your verbal assault I know so for is a criminal offense intino say who did you be atema and say an assault you beat press charges criminal charges against you
so defamation now e wo mu mienu libel and slander and under they said the Kenya obi afa phone is so and all will fall under slander. Bibi awoka. If you were num, si ebeti me record a video. You beti me record a prove our court say when now can say me say audible. A straight slander.
Okay.
Just any all can into way
now fall under slander no say nya no can me so me enu ntira me so ma pause kakra because me lawyer and say to tell you say excuse my language you are a fool. Is it a slander?
Yes. Inti under defamation, bibia ubeka. I begu nipa nufi. I be man nipa kron ni ebebu na nimtia.
Okay, Israel, I kind way just to help the conversation. Defamation is a statement that injures a third party's reputation. The thought of defamation includes both libel, written statements, and a slander, which are spoken statements. So a state common law and statutory law governs defamation action, and each state varies in their standards of defamation and potential damages. See a di gu hufi, any what the ayetре. See a di gu hufi.
Me law.
Oh, okay.
Media law.
Oh, okay.
It's we a media law. The what bet them say we a law. It's obi su obi kwasi anaso obi esu obi aboa. Anaso odi na tem say bi a utia ye say na we say no. Eno no where does it fall?
Ni nyina under slander. Oko quarter. Evidence, you know. They will adduce the evidence near Bisa.
Say me no. Me no pe yeshedan mu. Na meseseo sebi aboa kwasia. Ubetimi dia court.
Metimi dia court.
Evidence no way.
Evidence say e bia na ma record.
One record why?
As my record I have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Okay.
But wouldn't recording be there's no third person
without his intention say we record, you know. Is it admissible in court?
Oh yes, it is.
Without his notification, he didn't know.
It is.
Say no so ne weapon or no so they back or they back court.
It will be subjected.
Okay.
Or who has the right to open a defense?
Okay.
You say one can't tell me and now record it.
And I say my voice.
Ebi enya me voice. But mean so I na o can not say e say me prove further. Say ani your voice na what so and say your voice. But usually on say or king I bet you say ade na wo ye no egu mi hu fi e wo nkrofo fufure ni ma e bia nkofa me omu ye adwuma me ferry fo ene niama wagu me hu to the point say me pie kra me ferry. In the case I have an idea what she's talking about. It is out in the public. What wagu nipa no fi.
Yeah.
It is nipa no ntimi pie ye wo psychological distress e mani pa kro no.
That's it.
Stress e causing nipa, emotional stress e causing nipa kro no. If there is evidence said this thing was done in public, nipa no enye se kekewu. Onipa no betimi atu ayampia ombo udin.
Yeah.
Ombo udin onka okay can round ya papa o tatuwe na nim yo en ho fe eno is me mbo udin. But once am bitimi pointi ankrofo gina ho. Say ni pain na me na kan ni dey simesi ana me sakra kire wo so ankrofo timi kire say ni pain na kase ya make o satade say na ni ye say pointing to you. That is enough evidence to go.
But my point na say me no pa bebe shia o hansi who ni recording who ni hwe me no me no pe my ye fine wasu who betimi dia court
ye betimi dia court evidence will be say mesu there is an emotional distress but all the call hospital ni akọ check it.
But hold on.
And then it say me na me ye o.
And no, that's what I'm saying, that it will be proven.
So okay, hold on. Or say slander and as a libel no say to the public. What you say?
Make us then send me the education I'm doing, my definition. It's up to Nipakron, you who alleges
must prove beyond reasonable.
But usually in the case of defamation, as I say, a dinipenin e won crofo.
That's it. That's it.
How would you good nipani affecting in various ways?
See, I'm chilemu say ubenyo bia
enso do quarter
always discuss
before I could do quarter na so be fa car called lawyer bi ho say o save you sika no e bia no ni evidence so save you sika
it's not just say kwagumenu nanka wasu obusa
yes
say mrane e bo hodeda it is up to onipa na ye ka no wasem no ena e wese o take action e bia na no person che say yes standard che say wo ye ya na abeche wo de ko.
I think the commentary a general advice e bia attending na course na do so dodo. I think it is just a social commentary. It is not based on legality or BB. It's just based on penny ofie penny no His Excellency the President in India penny e ka kire wo so be fa wan ye bibia legislature bia na obetimi ama query bi say hey next time nkwala mamun kasa. I think that is where where he's coming from that traditional.
But when him say yewo emra attorney general na so ana president no so won adwuma me pese mo him say him die no because Socrates so many times ana citizens ade bi tata president president so enye na adwuma enti na wa peki obi ese onjina ho na onye say adwuma no
ene me so me feel say uye bibi sa say wa belittle president ni kakra because ene ma bi wo ha enke wo say now they call the right quarters. To say we can wear attorney general Juma. In this how the court presidents want to
because so be belittle because so be belittle president. Now do you mean to say in this sense no so do you mean to say in this sense and I said this conversation no kwaku menu belittle John Dramani Mahama
general say assembly wo ha attorney general Juma say you okay it's about law. It's attorney general and so the command.
Even disrespect will fall under chieftaincy culture because these are moral issues.
Okay. And who are winning more about so and the answer no so be so phone esi wanim abek kan bibia no so check it first answer no abek kan
then I will check it
one over check is asem na wo koka no ni a wo se emfa nkoma president no aso president na so o refer assembly to ana what you must say other than that no see because obi say obi asori nso ofa phone si nanim no akeka bibi and na president ba behwe and wait assembly wo ho emfa president ho president adwen no enye bi ni o na o de we ba be three president I feel say we are abusing the privilege of the presidency no we should be Yankupon Crampo can say, may ni Yankupon ni dinner tree, Bibiana, yes, sorry, and Yame, Midro Yame, and Yame, no. Even in religion, you find Yankupon din and your form, sir. In Sinia, maybe or and son also but tree phone, a sewer nim, no Abeka can call it on the president. No, you have far respect Kakran to presidents, your friend is a position. No, and near maybe or and son Obek, you know, dream do private consultation. You have legal friends. Ask them first because public place in your baby agro. And just no beba public no bisa your friends been yati and say Israel there be minim say or no so ye legal kwesi aboaje na me kan say me bompires we school no
nowadays
me din say who Ghana what you say but you ask me koye we enti sene wodwen ho sei obi be kire on yes wo no ba ye no no aba be ye the right thing no aba be ye right thing enti media me feel say
ya say there me yan say
wrap up we are now the final words as so now
there me yan say afutu na o de ma no sanka your intentions crowd the right place and can be me there
what do you mean what is the intentions in the right place are there now
do you know why Shadi so we are idea we they are trending online yeah, they are he's a content creator. He must stay relevant. He must give the people content on daily basis. Shadi, I can go down his interviews. So if that's the case, any man hold this microphone on your platform. Share. Sometimes now man forget say you are just hating because me I can read between the lines as a idea your intention they say person what the target you be now say ya obi fear flooded nipa ni true and nipa true be so call online e go ka so person oboa no sa de ni mimi hu ni say nipa na so be so oboa obi no eye trend na aba no so person inject no ho unim Sheldon number Sheldon, you can send him a message. It's your own Sheldon nim say, oh, me fear flooded. Who gymnast attention ibino. And you may reject your help in a disrespectful manner. There are so many stars. I almost said that at the assembly better online. There are several occasions I kumenu share 224. And assembly are okay, very important. It is all person what they obi mani drew baby. And yet online or by cancer same way. It is sometimes and I make say the intentions are only pan the yes me number number buy online. Now I'm giving you a message online. Me da beto. I be kwam wo number.
Say be na wo me number baby na my elevator do baby say wo frame me what to call waiting.
Inbox
Baby na me hu. Ebi na me hu. Tie bia me come social media dia. Ube hu ana.
Yeah, your friend say publicity stunts no adore too much. People they always want to stay in the limelight in TV bia no mo kan. So wo se wo mpe atemdidie dia. Any henceforth omo didi atem a omo carry omo self in the right any kwasa wo host omo on your platform.
Okay, so great. O final words na yen fampon. Ade. Na ade obi akwashe socket into me wo mi na de.
I want to say physiology and anatomy.
Right.
I say anatomy. A whole body. And I will describe it. And to see a church any free so. Na say wuntimi describe we bia obi wo ha obegina wa wuntimi describe the whole thing any on kan ho asem.
What is
so great.
Matina watch, judge me so me pe. A day. Matina watch, judge me so me pe. A day. Osa, I wanna never. Beginning to think I don't need another lover. Found you today, I don't wanna go back. I don't want to be with a Casanova. Yes, I, whatever.
Okay, it's here for Hannah and Mirabel Maya Kwani the NHIS. This one on the background is the latest one from Jackie. Or sis Sankofa. Or the Sankofa the MP. Yes, San Yachin Kofa. Into Paso Ko any Maudi or Koya Beba. I would decline here Beba. 25 minutes after 4, Peace FM Entertainment Review. No, Asugusu, I would say, yay. Meeting the MC, ya, Boamin and Emite Muma, Kwasia Boaje. Minima Palm 4, JB, the Mugo, Sasuna, Socrates, Safo, and then Socrates in Semuni na Kaniti.
Together, baby. Today, all the brown out.
Okay.
Was when I knew I had fallen. Without you, I don't know if I can breathe again or feel again. I'm worried.
Osa, now I never
beginning to think I don't need another.
And you me a kama.
I don't want
I buy one a kwashemusa or the nyumna babetum or the abetum bakupe. It's here for na make I say and then when I'm chroma so who signboard the bina billboard the be as velocity. I'm out for velocity. Obi see there science and I be patcho debi. Eh also for which a conference I would but and then I wash yes, velocity conference. A rain house chapel. My hatch or maybe a tom piece and actually wap or one hour yellow and ne kwabna and our face who about tiwa. Mukaitiwa Ghana Music Awards here course and sing yeah or perform me. One also be baho perform me. Enti when I'm crom now be to me at 12 hour come velocity conference by a year or so for Eric Boahin Uche. And our day eba ama eye will be aba na ye ni na ye ba be shem na empaibo any eye ogie bia ye nyankopon edebema ye bia no ye call eye velocity conference here we will experience that and many more meeting the MC ya ye boa meda wasi bebre say ne woni me ehwebo mu e wo dwumade so Socrates me pacho also ene wo nkasa wo final words where we ana okay JB wo final words
ne dia and one say and some I see no yemfanye futu Dr. UN ana there also a chef no
Chef Smith
amanfo bre ana a portray of myself in any field any platform so wo na wo gina ho defend nipa ana so wo na wo verify amanfo make sure so why your necessary checks and someone will be good they go ahead.
Okay, let us say now and I never
beginning to think I don't need another lover. Found you today, I don't wanna go back. I don't want to be with a Casanova. Yes, I, whatever, ever. the least I'll find another. Why you want to leave when you know it's you? But there is something about you I need. Maybe I wake up with you in my dream. I thought they sing you some Molly Shakis, baby. And now I know that I can never love another nigga. It's you and I forever, baby. This is now or never. Forget the issues, now we cool, and moon with him, but more. I know we meant to spend the rest of life together, baby.
Alrighty, my pong. I'm meeting the MCI of what me that Sibe Brace and only me shabo. Nyakopon ya do my memory that you say she will have entertainment review. Don't go back. Pepe, not just say you made so do make a date with me right here on Peace FM 104.3.
Yes, I.
Makramo, my pong, me call. Odia hinkaye baba bejo tata de wa kwa kusifie. So do stay tuned to Peace 104.3.